Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kayla Mesa Barrera. I am from Seattle, born and raised. I honestly never thought I would see myself do this because I've always been really shy. I'm like, where do I look? In the middle or to the camera? To my phone, by the way, because I don't have a camera. Like I was saying, yeah, I get shy. I've been shy like my whole life, or so I thought. I don't even know anymore, but yeah. Um, I honestly, most people's YouTubes that I've seen, they're like, yeah, like they have all this interesting life and all these things. And I'm just like, um, yeah, because I was raised in a Christian household, which honestly just felt like prison, straight up. I wasn't allowed to do anything. I wasn't allowed to go watch the movies because that was bad. Like I wasn't allowed to do a lot, like anything that a normal kid, teen was allowed to go do. I was not allowed to do any of those things, right? And I feel like in the times where people usually find themselves, find who they are, find their hobbies, like in all that time, since I wasn't allowed to explore anything, I like never found out what those things were. So that brings me back to here, which is basically that my channel is going to have a lot of different things, including like cooking, recipes, simple, because I meal prep. And I say meal prep because when you see meal prep, you see people doing the most to make these like recipes, but I try to make it nice and simple because if it's really hard, it's going to be like a dread. And I've been doing this weekly for I think a little bit over a year, and yeah, so I keep it simple because life is already hard enough as it is. We don't need that to make it even harder. I cut the camera real quick because I was getting really nervous. And when I get anxious, nervous, I get hot. And I be sweating from my nose. So I have to open the window because, girl, we're not doing that right now. But anyways, like I was saying, so yeah, basically my whole life I didn't really have any hobbies because I wasn't allowed to do much. And now I'm an adult. I'm 23 years old. And honestly, this page is about me, and I'm going to talk about stuff that I'd want to talk about. I'm not just going to talk about stuff that people want to hear because this is my page. If you want to hear that, you can make your own and, do your own content for people that like the stuff that you want to talk about. But this is what I'm going to talk about in mine. So I'm basically just going to give like a little intro into how I into got into doing YouTube videos. Oh my god. This is my first one. What am I saying? But like basically why I started, I guess. So, yeah, so I didn't really have any hobbies, wasn't allowed to do much. I've had to deal with a lot of trauma my whole life. A lot. Especially like my parents because of their religion that I call cult because it is. Yeah. So, and I've had other traumas that have made me have a hard life, I can say. Um, and sometimes when you're younger and you can't depend on your parents and they show you why you can't or shouldn't depend on them, you turn to substances. And that's what I did at a very young age. And I thought I wasn't worth shit. The person who hurt me, like, that started all, like, he made me feel like I was worth shit. And I was very young. Trigger warning. Grooming, and basically SA. But we're not really going to talk about that because I don't want to make it sad. Nobody's going to listen to me if it's all sad. Like, I don't want to just come on here and, like, start crying and shit. But, yeah. So, just a lot of stuff that I dealt with that's happened to me. And I dug myself so deep into my depression. I would self-harm. I was suicidal, tried committing suicide a couple of times. Obviously, it did not work out because I'm here, you know. And my whole in school time, I guess, or like, yeah, since I was like 13, 14, like I said, I used a lot of substances, so I don't remember a lot of stuff. And I wasn't really allowed to do anything except go to church. And I never liked going to church, not even when I was like 6. Like, I would beg them to not go to church, but they're pastors, so they're like, no, you're going. And if I didn't want to go, and I kept saying it, ass beating, another one of my traumas, all the time. But we'll keep that for later content. Let's just talk about main stuff right now, like how I got to this point, I guess you could say. Yeah, so I didn't really have a lot of hobbies. I was always shy. I hated people taking pictures of me because I realized not that long ago that I have an eating disorder. And it's really hard for Hispanic people to come out and say stuff like this because a lot of Hispanic families don't believe in stuff like this. They're like, oh, just stop. Like, you're full. But that's not how it works. Sometimes you use food as an emotional thing, and you eat it when you feel any type of bad emotion and good, and sometimes you overeat, and but when you binge eat, that's a whole different story, because you don't even realize, like, you're just eating and you're like not even thinking about what you're doing. You're not even like thinking about, oh, I'm so full, like I need to stop eating. You just keep eating and eating and eating till you feel sick, and sometimes you still keep eating even if it makes you throw up, and that's really bad. Nobody should be going through that. It does not feel good, and then afterwards you regret the whole thing, and it makes you feel like shit. And yeah, so I've had a disordered eating for a long time. I would binge eat, and then I would just not eat. I wouldn't even like sleep. If you heard my elbow, no, you didn't. I'm old. I'm not old, but my bones be cracking. So anyway, so yeah. And I like to fidget a lot, hence why I have a ring. Me not being able to do it. Why I have a ring that literally spins, that my little sister got me. Shout out to her, because I have issues. I can't stop moving, and yeah. Anyway, what was that part? Was that me looking at the fake camera that's not here off to the side, like, because I'm the main character right now. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I was saying disordered eatings, like all that stuff. Like, I was really depressed, and I dug myself in deep. And when you can't turn to anybody, or when you do turn to somebody that could help you, and they basically laugh in your face and say that you just want attention. My parents said that to me when I told them I was suicidal and depressed. Yeah, so when that happens and you keep trying to yourself and it does not work, you're just like, I don't think it was meant to be. I don't even know how I got to this point. This is gonna happen a lot, guys, because I'm in the process of getting diagnosed for a couple minutes. This is not funny. That's how I deal with shit. When something bad happens, I either cry or I have to laugh, even though it's not funny. I don't know why I be doing that, but like in serious moments, it's always happened. Like, we could be in the most serious moment, and I'll be like I can't stop laughing. So anyway, so yeah, just letting because also I know what it's like to have a mental illness, and for your family not to take you seriously or not believe you, which is how a lot of Hispanic families are. Like, and they don't even realize that they be having some of the issues, which I'm like, honey boo boo, you need to go get that checked out. You need to go get that shit checked out. But my parents, they're like, oh no, like, They go to church and they're like, it's solved. It's not, bro. Trust me. I'm the product of you went to church and it ain't solved and you passed stuff on to me for why. But anyway, eating, and like I never thought I would ever record myself because like I said, I hated cameras. I gained a lot of weight. I did a lot. That's where, see, this is the part where I was getting to, but I lost track because I'd be doing that a lot. Waiting for the crowd to clap, but I'm not even cut that out, so don't know why I would say that. Why do I keep looking off to the side like I'm gonna get an idea looking that way? But oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm that bitch. Anyway, yeah, so I gained a lot of weight and I thought I was super depressed and super sad and I wasn't secure again because of my mom. But anyway, I just need to put that out there because I'm done trying to not let people know the truth, and whoever sees this will know. Yeah, if you want to get into detail, I'm gonna make stories on my Instagram so people can ask questions and I will answer them in YouTube videos. So if you want to know, let me know in the comments because I got you. Everything's about to come out. Not everything, but the questions asked, at least most of the ones. But anyway, so yeah, I gained a lot of weight and I thought that like if I lost weight that I would stop being depressed, like I would love myself and all these things, right? The thing is, I don't know why I didn't try to do it naturally, but somebody that I know was doing like a diet, I guess, where you would take, I forgot what it was called. I think it was called Nutrition. Again, why am I looking over there? Nutrition or something. And you had to eat, you had to like weigh all your food out and you couldn't eat any bread. You could not eat soda, so no sugar. Like you could only eat the stuff that was like on list and you could only eat the certain amount that it said. You could not work out and you had to drink a gallon of water, nothing less, nothing more. If you worked out, one time I did, I almost passed out. I literally felt like lightheaded because of how little amount of calories I was eating. And I was like around 236 and I was like, I want to say like 16 years old, 236 pounds at 16 years old, something around there. And I did the diet, right? And so every day you're supposed to lose a pound, which happened, but I don't recommend anyone to do that. And then I'm going to tell you why. Because I did that and I did it twice. In total, I lost like 70 pounds. And guess what? I thought once the weight came off, I was like, oh, I finally love myself. Like, I'm going to be that girl. No, that's not what happened. I lost it all. Felt like that girl some of the time. But since I did not do the work, I didn't, heal myself. I wasn't confident. And the moment that you stop, because it's like a 2-month process and you have to pay, it was not cheap. It was like probably like $500 in total for all that. And the food is not included. You have to buy that on your own. But yeah, do not do that. Because the moment that I like, stopped eating all the stuff, like the way I was supposed to eat it, like weighing all that out, and it was plain things. It was not fun. So just so you know, like it was mostly plain things, and it was so annoying. You couldn't eat sugar and all that. And I love bread. I can't do that. Like I did, and I could, but I don't want to because there's no need to be doing all that. But yeah, so since I didn't do all the work, and the moment that I started eating regular food again and again, that made my binge eating worse because of so many restrictions for like 2 months, and it was during the summer, which is worse. Made it worse, and I started working at KFC, and I would be eating all the time, and I gained all the way back even faster than I ever did it ever, right? And this whole time, like, I hated myself. I was still doing a lot of substances and stuff, and still all these problems at home, living in fight or flight mode for a long time. never even thought I was going to live enough to be here today, honestly. I was always just thinking of like, how can I shut off my emotions, or how can I, because I don't want to be here. I don't want to live this. I'm over it, And I couldn't get any type of professional help because my parents just think it's a demon. But I know it's not. How do I know? Well, first of all, my dad was depressed and suicidal. Apparently that can be passed on. So how is it a devil? I mean, demon, whatever. If I keep touching my hair, it's because I don't know why it got like this. Like, it was looking fire earlier, and this is my natural hair. I don't know what it is. This is all wavy, and this all wavy, and the back is all straight. I have no idea, but yeah. So basically, I never thought I would live this old, and I thought I wanted to be a nurse. This is just a little introduction, guys. Just a little timeline, I guess. I might, put some stuff in the wrong places, but bear with me. This is probably going to be one of the longest videos I'm going to have. I didn't even know that, that I could talk for this long. I just need a little water break, because all that talking, girl, it got me thirsty. I just have to get my little botellita de agua that fits 1 gallon, by the way. Anyway, forgot what part I was in. I think I was just in the part where I never knew what I wanted to do with my life, because my parents basically were only like, you have to go to school, you have to be something, like, and no one ever, I didn't even know there was other options. So I was like, that's what I have to do. And when you're so depressed and stuck in a hole that you can't get out of, and you have no support from anyone, like, who do you turn to, So I didn't really have many, I lived in a really dark hole since I was really young, since I was 13, always depressed, thinking about suicide, a lot of self-harm, a lot of cutting. I know. And I've just been through so much stuff that I have trust issues, like, really bad. So I can't even trust myself. That's how bad it is. Like, sometimes I can, but mostly I can't. And like I said, if I keep doing this, it's because I don't know what this is. And I always have to be doing something. I should spin this, huh? Should have been doing that. Anyway. Anyway, so then I found out from school that you could do Running Start, and I was like, what? You pay for my school, and I still get money for books, and all I gotta do is get there and do the paperwork? Say less. So I thought I wanted to be a nurse because that's what was pushed onto me since I was young. So I went for nursing school. And again, I never liked school. I just don't like authority. I just don't like our way our society is, basically. I just don't like how it's like, how they made it, This American dream. No. Nobody got time for that. Let's make our own. Let's do our own thing, The working. No. For what? For money? Let's not even start about that, because it's gonna be over. If I get into that hole, then it's gonna be over. Like, I'm never gonna get out of it. But anyway, so I did Running Start, and honestly, I am not school. Like I said, I'm in the process of getting diagnosed for some stuff. I've always had issues with school. Like, when I read stuff, I can't retain what I read. Like, I can only retain like a little bit of it. And it's happened to me, like, when it's like a chapter book and all that, like, I can't. Like, I can read it and I'll remember parts of it, but I just won't remember like small details and the whole thing. And so in school, when you're young, when you're learning about science and all that, like, I was never interested in that, and I don't even know why. And apparently, for what I chose to be and go to school for, I had to take like psychology and chemistry. And when I tell you, I had the worst chemistry teacher in high school. It's not a joke. It's for real. If you went to Highland High School between 2015 2017, I'm sorry if you had that same chemistry teacher. Yeah, the lady. I'm sorry. I don't want to say her name and put her on blast, but I'm sorry because so I just never understood, any of it basically. And I never liked it. I never really liked school ever. I was just there, always spacing out, associating. Like I was not really there. Like, I was there, but I wasn't, If you know, you know. Um so yeah. Then I dropped out of college because I was like, that's not for me. Like I was stressed. If I get stressed just being on camera, imagine me going to school. My hair, like I was literally going bald. I could not sleep at night because I was so stressed out and I could not stop thinking. And on top of that, I had so much freaking homework. And when I say I got trauma because the SA and grooming stuff that I said earlier, like all that, like I said, my parents are hella Christian. Cult. I call it a cult. I don't care. But they're so into that. And once they found out about that, like, it was kind of like they disowned me. Or, like, they just ignored me or cut me off out of their, like, fam. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, but they would barely talk to me. They would always choose to go out with, like, my siblings. I have 2 siblings, by the way, twins and a sister, and I'm the oldest. They would always go out with them, like, when I was working. Like, every time I was working, they would go out to do stuff. Like, eat is all they ever do. Usually, at least. And so I noticed, and then they would go to, like, the store to buy them things when they were there and I wasn't. And so, and the thing is, usually Hispanic girls or whatever have a quinceañera. My parents were like, you're not getting one. And I was like, I didn't want one. But why? Why am I not getting one? They're like, because you're not Christian. Yeah. How are we going to have a pastor up there preaching, talking about, I saw this girl grow up and be Christian and follow God, and she's not Christian? I was like, okay then. They're like, yeah, we're going to get you a car when you're 18. And I was like, period. I was all happy. I was like, yup. And I started to rebel because this is my life and I am not going to let other people run it for me. It's just not going to be the one. And so, and they wouldn't buy me stuff. Like, I would be out of shampoo, clothes, and more, and they would not want to go buy me stuff. So I was like, I have to get myself a job. Got my first job at 17, but they had me working as a slave since I was like 8. Yeah, cooking, cleaning, and more. I was over here being a housewife at 8 without me wanting to. And if I didn't do it, I got my ass beat bad. So that's not a choice, really. It's just you want to get your ass beat or you do the stuff. So yeah, so I did the stuff. And so I got a job. And when they were like, when can you work? I literally was like, I can work every single day that they have church because I'm not going. Best believe it, I'm not going to be in there dissociating for 3 hours straight because I don't want to listen to any of it because it ain't true. That's it. But, so yeah, I got my job. Wait, what was it about? Bro, I'm gonna do this a lot. I don't know why I keep looking off, but I literally forgot what I was even talking about. I just remember that I had to get a job, because they basically disowned me when I was young. And ever since then, I've had to take care of myself. Could never depend on them for anything, honestly. Except for, like, being able to live here. But that's because if you know how Hispanic moms are with their daughters, que no se pueden ir hasta que se casen. I'm like, well, you're going to be waiting a long time because I'm not getting married and I don't want to. I don't even want to have kids. So, but yeah. And I lived in a very deep hole for a long time. Still don't know what I want to do with my life. Haven't found the thing that like is that I know, like I know I love doing this and I want to forever keep doing this. There's one thing that I found like that, but that's working out. That's a whole different thing, but I'm talking about like something where I could get paid for it. Like I feel like personal training, I feel like I wouldn't want to or be able to do that, because all I think about is what if I have their goal set up and then they don't get what they want, basically. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want angry people about the gym. Like, gym is my safe space where I go to de-stress myself and get strong, because I'm not trying to get skinny. I'm trying to look like I can beat your ass, like, girl. But yeah, that comes to my next part about I gained all that weight, you know, all of it. I gained even more than that up, and I kept getting jobs that I didn't even like, because I knew I didn't want to go to school, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, and I still don't. So I just keep getting jobs. This is the first time I do anything like this and just, talk about myself, since I never was able to be social when I was younger. I have really bad social anxiety and just like social awkwardness. Like, anytime I have to get social with, like, socialize with people, I just feel so awkward because I don't know what to talk about, and I'm just like, and then so if they don't talk to me, I'm like, why would I talk? And I know it's not the best way to think, but that's just what happens. And so, yeah. But, yeah, so I just basically, I'm not going to name everywhere I worked because that's kind of creepy. But I've had jobs, all types of jobs. I worked, cleaning houses. I've had like 4 restaurant jobs. I've had a clinic job. I've done Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, DoorDash. I have my own business, kind of. um, yeah. I've babysitting. I've done a lot of different. I just got a funny message. I don't know why it cut off, but I was just saying, like, of the jobs I had. I'm just basically doing like a mini timeline and not trying to go into detail, even though I've been talking for like 30 minutes. But yeah, in 2020, hold up. In 2020, like, oh yeah, I used to work at a clinic, and they were basically, I was on call and they didn't need me. So they were like, yeah, you're not gonna work during the pandemic. And so I didn't work for like 3.5 months, and I was stuck at home, and I was honestly real scared of COVID. It was weird because I was recording another clip, and it like deleted the whole thing after I said that. That's kind of creepy, but yeah. So I was like really scared because they made it seem like it was this huge disease that could kill everybody or whatever. And so I was like scared to get like a job, and you know how like a lot of people were getting sick, so they're not like, there wasn't like people were I feel like people were hiring, but like they really weren't, because there was not like a lot of people out and about, And yeah, I didn't work for those 3 months. The freaking assholes at unemployment didn't give me anything ever, which I'm still mad about, but whatever. But yeah, so during that time, I was in the worst, like, I don't even know. I was like back when I was like 13 in the deep, deep, deep dark hole, because everything was closed. I was not able to go out and do stuff. I didn't even have a job, and I hadn't had one for like over 6 months because I twisted my ankle, sprained it, couldn't even walk. Like, it was horrible. And I had started going to the gym in like 2019, or like in the summer. And then that's when I hurt my foot. So I couldn't even go to the gym. I had to go to physical therapy, and I couldn't work because almost everywhere of the experience that I had, like, I had to be on my foot and I could not walk in it. Well, I could, but I would like, renquear. And so, I, I've never been good at saving money. And back then, I started with the 947 paying job. So, yeah, 947. You heard that correctly. In some place, I heard that the nationwide is like lower or something like that, like the minimum wage. But I don't know why, because girl, you cannot survive off. I swear you can't. There's no way. There ain't no way. But yeah, so I wasn't like, and where would I even go to? Like everything was closed basically, you know? So I was stuck here and stuck with all these people with their cult every day. So I would just be awake a lot during the night. And then I'd sleep like the whole day. And then I would literally just get up and like eat hecka, like way more than what you're supposed to at a sitting. Go back to my room, go to sleep, and redo it. Like I did that like for 3 months straight. And it got really bad. And I gained a lot of weight. A lot. I gained like 25 pounds. It was bad. And one day I looked at myself, like I thought I looked pretty, which I did, but it sometimes a lot of things, you know, when your own mom makes fun of your weight from a young age and tells you look ugly and more, like you start to really internalize those things. You start to believe that you start to think that their opinion is true, and it is not. It's just their opinion, What they think does not matter. Why? Because you are you, and you should only care about you. You shouldn't care about anyone else, what they, be eating and all that stuff, or whatever, how they look, what they want to wear, what they want, like literally anything. You shouldn't care. Como Lisa Drew, I love Drew. Drew Afualo. If you ever see this, just know I love you and I fuck with you. Yeah. She said, mind the business that pays you. Period. She's right. Mind that business that pays you. Do not mind mine. Okay? My feet are hanging off the bed and they're falling asleep. And I don't want to feel hormigas on camera. So I'm just like moving around because, girl, we don't need that. I don't have that. I have like sensory issues. Like this light, I can't even look up completely because it's hurting my eyes really bad. And like there's certain things that I can't like wear. There's certain things I can't eat or touch because I can't stand how it feels. And my feet falling asleep is one of those things. It's horrible. When I was younger, I wanted to cry when my feet would fall asleep, not because it hurted, but because it just made me feel so weird. But anyway, I thought, like I said, I thought I looked pretty. And when you have good angles and filters, because I used to be that person. I would have filters all the time. But now I'm not. I don't be doing that no more because, girl, I'm pretty without the filters. I'm pretty without makeup with, like, I'm pretty, period, And I forgot who took a picture of me, but like I said, I thought I looked bomb. When I saw that picture, I just started crying because that was the most I had ever weighed in my life. 246 pounds. It was crazy, I hadn't had anyone take a picture of me, like a full body picture, like ever, because I've never been a picture person because of my self-confidence, thanks to my mom. So yeah. So I saw that and I started crying and I was like, things need to change. Like, I can't keep getting bigger and bigger. Like, no, for my health. And a little bit before that, like, I had went to the doctor when it was about my foot and they took blood and they told me that my cholesterol and like blood sugar was high. And I was like, because that those things run in my family. So I was like, but at the same time I didn't really care like that. But when I saw that picture, I was like, I can't. And so I decided to that was my foot, to try to eat healthier. I started, well, not really healthier. I just started eating smaller portions. And then I lost 20 pounds. And the gyms were closed. So I started working out at home. Mind you, I've never been a person that likes working out at all. Like, I've hated it, if anything. And so I started working out. I started doing jump rope, a lot of it. And I actually found the treadmill outside of my house. I mean, it's not the best looking, but it works. It gets the job done. Free. Free. During the pandemic, too. It was like a sign that I needed to start working out. But even when I found it, I didn't even start. I started like months after that. But I started, I didn't know anything about working out. And TikTok is where I started like seeing, people do their workouts. And at first I was following the wrong people, but now I know exactly who I need to follow. And it ain't the ones that I started with, let me tell you. If they're using booty bands, blocked. You're blocked. You're just not gonna do it. But yeah, so I started working out and I started posting about it. And a lot of people would be like, how'd you do it? And asking me what I did. And even since then, people would be like, oh, you should like, make a YouTube channel. Or like you should record yourself working out. And like, just post it on like my Snapchat, I guess. I think it was Snapchat or Facebook. I can't remember. But I was too shy, especially because I was super self-conscious. I would say confident. I was super conscious of myself. And like, and then I didn't want to do that because I was like, nah, no. And especially when you don't really see a lot of plus size people, like, doing videos of working out and all that stuff. Well, back then, you really didn't. I was like, you're not going to see me, especially because I was just copying people from TikTok. Like, it wasn't like I knew what I was doing exactly, And then the gym is finally opened up. I still had my membership. I started going to the gym. And then after that, I started, like, doing my things that I call meal prep. But I wasn't like weighing anything out. I was just eyeing it. I didn't even know what macros were. I didn't know what hitting your protein goal was. Like all of that, I didn't know. Until a couple, I want to say like four, like 6 months ago, I found out about that. And that's where we're at now. And I usually post like little clips of the stuff that I make on my like Snapchat and Instagram. Once I figure out how to add the little logos and ads, they will be here. But as of right now, I do not know. So yeah. I've never really been a tech person. So I've been watching YouTube videos on how to like edit, and I had made another video for my channel, but a couple people told me you should do it in landscape so it covers the whole thing. And I was like, you know what, bro? You was smart. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I was all over here doing it the vertical. Oh my god, this show is so funny. It's called My Wife and Kids. Yeah, it's hella funny though. The dad. Oh my god, the dad is so funny. He's like, his son was like, how do you remember if it's vertical or horizontal? Till I forgot what. I think it was like a paper. And he was like, vertical. It was so funny. That's the stuff that I could watch because we had no cable. Because it was bad. It was bad. Everything was bad. Breathing was bad. It's like, imagine. But no. Your breath is bad. So I'm surprised breathing ain't bad. But but yeah. So a couple people told me like, oh, you should make like a YouTube channel for working out. And other people were like, you should make one for like your cooking. And here I am making my first video that's kind of too long, so I'm gonna have to cut the parts where I'm like looking off into space, because no, we don't want to see that. Ain't nobody want to see that. Not even me. But yeah, so this is just a little bit about me. I wish I had nails, but I've been too anxious lately. I can't keep them on. Last time I had them on, they only lasted a week. And then every time que la hacía así, because I would clench my hands when I don't know why I do that when I'm mad or stressed. Las uñas me pegaban aquí, and then they would like dig into my hand and it hurt because it was like pulling it up. And I didn't like that. So I literally took them off because I couldn't do it. And they look so nice, by the way. I was so sad that I had to take them off, but it is what it is, right? So yeah, I'm not really sure what exactly my next video will be. It depends what everyone comments, or if anyone comments. I hope you guys comment something, because then I'm just gonna have to do like this other cooking one that I already had edited, but it was like the landscape situation, so I'm gonna have to re-record the beginning of it so it's landscape, and then re-record the end so it can be landscape, because I want you guys to have, you know, a little nice view. I know this isn't the best. Someday you guys are gonna be able to see like it look bomber, because I will have my own house or apartment. I'm not sure, but I'll have something of my own. No, I'll have a whole ass room just to record. But for now, this is my little setup. This is a little situation that happened during quarantine. That sounds so weird to say, quarantine times, because a girl, this room used to be like turquoise. I'm sorry if you guys made the decision to do that in your teens, but no, we could not have that anymore. So I had to get my ass up and paint the shit because it was not doing it. But anyway, so yeah, I just made this channel. You know, I'm not an expert on working out, but I have learned a lot of stuff that I could, you know, not like train someone, but like I have learned quite bit of things through YouTube, through TikTok people, through trainers. Not that I've had a trainer, but like trainers, other people that are trainers that do videos. And I've seen a lot of, you know, progress. And my goal is not to lose weight anymore. My goal is just to get stronger. Because at first, like, my goal was like, I want to hit this weight, like I want to hit it. But I've done that before, and I know that when I hit it, it doesn't really change if you don't do the work. So now I'm doing the work. You know what's so funny? I was like setting up my little ring light, and the whole thing fell on my hand. Look, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, the pole, you could get it taller, but it has like 3 different parts where you could like screw it on. And I didn't like apretar una de las partes, and then this happened, and I was like, it hurt. It hurt. No, but for real, it hurt. I screamed. I was like, it like grabbed my skin. Like, it was up here, and it like went like this and grabbed my skin like this. I was like, but yeah. So, you know, if I did do like a working out one, it wouldn't be like work. I'm not gonna be like those people that are like workouts to get you from this to this. Like, it's just gonna be workouts that I do, because it honestly depends on your body structure, genetics, you know. Like for instance, for me, I think a lot of people are stronger in their legs because we use them to move our body around more than our arms, you know. And for me, like, every week I add like 5 pounds onto almost all my leg exercises, at least compound movements, not like Bulgarian split squat. That'd be killing me. Not to those, not yet. We're getting there. But to the rest of them, like, I can tell you that last year I started doing hip thrusts at 10 pounds. And this year, I think it was like April 21st, 2022, I did 205 pounds for reps. Not a PR. We did that for reps. Almost 100 reps. A lot of reps. A lot of reps if you want to get a big ass. A lot of burning, a lot of grunting, and a lot of tears in the way because it hurts sometimes. But yeah. So like I said, if I did that, it would just be like workouts that I've done. that I like doing. Not like, if you want to look like me, do these workouts, because like I said, it all depends on genetics. I think it was genes. Like, it depends. Like, my family, at least, or my parents, they hold a lot of their fat in their stomach. And so that means that that's going to be the last place that I lose my fat in. And I gotta accept the fact. And I've been accepting it because I saw it. I've been seeing it happen, you know? I've been going to the gym for a while now. And please don't be telling me, oh, do some ab workouts. No. If y'all knew, ab workouts make your waist bigger. If you work out a muscle with weight, it will get bigger. Ab isn't a muscle. Therefore, bigger. But anyway, I've noticed like that's gonna be the last area where I lose fat. So I don't want to be out here like, oh, do this and you're gonna get this, you know? Like, everyone has different genes. Everyone's body, like, my arms are way weaker than my legs. Like, I can't be adding 5 pounds every week to my arm workouts because I literally don't get, like, I just can't. I don't be getting that strong. But every, like, 3 weeks, I'll add weight, you know? And reps every week. But anyway, yeah. I do like cooking. I love cooking, actually. It's relaxing to me. The part that I hate, though, is the lavando los trastes. Like, and the worst part is that our washing machine don't even work. So, yeah. But I do love cooking, and I'm obviously still gonna be washing the dishes. I don't care, because, girl, my food be bomb. But yeah, so let me know what you guys want to watch for my next video in the comments. I don't know why I'm doing this. They're not coming out right here. But let me know in the comments. Tell me what part you liked about the video. I don't even know what to say at the end, to be honest. I don't really watch a lot of YouTubers, so I'm just like not knowing what to say. Feeling a little awkward. I always feel awkward. That's just an issue. My issue, you know? I just keep fidgeting because I don't know why I keep doing it, but I always do this. I always be running my hands through my hair, which is why I can't have it curly, because, like, curl it. Well, I could, but I keep doing this to it. See, this right here is a little natural curl, though Miss Ma'am wants to get. But Miss Ma'am doesn't want to do it to the rest of my hair. Like, why? But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my little introduction video, you could say. This is not the best angle, honestly. I really thought that this little ring light thing could go higher, but I guess not. So we're just gonna have to do this. I'd be like, but can also mean my double chin that much, because, girl, millions of people are gonna see this, so we cannot. It's like, nah, I'm not like that. Obviously you're gonna see it because it's there. Like, how are you not? But look at my little teddy bear, so cute, with the little baby teddy bear, and they both have little graduation caps. So cute. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment what you like or what you would like to see. I can post my Instagram and my TikTok in the description, hopefully. Not really sure how it works, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. YouTube got all the answers. So I will definitely be putting on there, because I do be posting on TikTok a lot. I'm gonna go viral. Mark my words. I'm going to go viral. So more people could, know about my YouTube channel, because like I said earlier, I was not able to be social a lot. My eyes look lazy because I keep looking that way. And the light is like, look. You see? You see the light? How it's like, okay, whatever. That doesn't even matter anymore. I don't know why I even did that, but yeah. Let me know, guys. Bye. I hope you guys have a good day. See you next time.